Hello, everyone. Welcome to Campus Catalyst. My name is Theodosia Agovi. You can call me Shasha. On today's episode of What is Trending, we have interesting conversations on entertainment and politics. And in the studios, we have Fedra Owusu Yeboah and Sandra Atto. You are all welcome to Campus Catalyst.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so I'll give you a headline on whatever will be discussing in the studios today before we go for a quick break. So, wearing dreadlocks doesn't make me a sinner. Gospel singer Joseph Matthew said. We also have gospel singer Kofi Owusu Anto, popularly known as Koda, is dead. That's a very sad one. And we also have Shatter Movement apologizes to Ghana Society of the Physically Disabled after backlash, and also a viral video of King Promise supposedly getting married. So let's go for a quick break and we return. We'll delve into the discussions. Hello, welcome back. Okay, so getting into the discussions for today, let's go straight into the story. Our first story. Our first story says that wearing dreadlocks doesn't make me a sinner. Gospel singer Joseph Matthew. He has been heavily criticized for his looks, particularly for wearing dreadlocks. But UK-based Ghanaian gospel artist Joseph Matthew says doing gospel music is not about how one looks. There should be proper education. People think because it is the gospel, you because it is the gospel, you have to sing in a certain way, dress a certain way, and have to look a certain way. He also said people need to understand the meaning, the wearing of dreadlocks and dressing this way will not let you go to hell. You should be able to dress well, look good, and enjoy yourself while serving God. It hasn't changed the message in the song, neither would it change the quality of the song, he said. So, what can you say about this whole thing Joseph Matthew is talking about? People are criticizing him because he has dreadlocks, and because he's a gospel musician, people are saying you need to dress this way, you need to look this way because you're singing the gospel to depict whatever you are doing. So, what can you say about it? Is it bad or whatever he's saying is true?
Well, I won't take sides with him though, because in our parts of the world, people judge you based on your appearance, how you look,
Mhm.
and wearing dreadlocks or even leaving your hair in a certain way, we consider it as indecent, especially for someone who is singing the gospel or giving the gospel out to the people. So, for me, I don't think he should keep that hair because it
That
is
is
quite,
your
yes,
opinion,
it is
okay,
quite indecent in our part of the
of the
world.
world.
And for someone who is a gospel musician, it is portraying a different thing. But
Mm.
I think his is Afro gospel or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, it
His,
is.
his genre
Mm-hmm.
of music
Yeah,
is Afro gospel.
yeah,
So maybe he's doing it because of
of
his
that.
own genre of music,
Hmm.
maybe to give us a different aspect of the gospel musician
Okay,
though. But for me, I don't think he should keep that hair.
okay. What about you, Sandra?
Well, I also feel like this hair keeping thing is more of an African setting
Mm-hmm.
mentality than it is about the gospel. Because at the end of his submission, he agreed that if he's dressing decent and he's living a decent life,
Mm-hmm.
then him keeping dreadlocks really shouldn't bother. And I also kind of agree with it because if you should go to the Western part, you see most of these white gospel artists dressing in ways that please them. And times have evolved, things have changed. So I think we should be open minded and learn to accept new people and their
Mm.
preferences.
Okay, okay, I get it. But you see that in this part of our world, things
Mhm.
are, like you said, evolving,
Mhm.
changing, and things are
And
happening,
then
right?
for the Western world, they've normalized things like
Okay,
that. It is more or less like their culture. They do
okay.
not care about the kind of hair you keep. But for us as Ghanaians, it really matters to us.
So are you trying to say that we need to embrace who we are rather than learning from somewhere
Exactly,
else?
exactly.
Uh,
But I want to agree with you, Fredra, if you say so too, because we've learned a lot of things. I mean, ancient times we were not dressing like this.
Yeah.
We were not open to formal education, but now we all have access to that, and we all agree that it's a good thing. So I think that we should still be open minded and learn to accept new things. Because I don't believe that people were still dressing like this in the early centuries.
Okay.
Things changed.
But
Alright.
then Stone Boy has locks. No one is complaining.
Because
That's
of the
because of
general
the general
Music
music
he's
he's
music.
doing.
Yeah.
doing.
Okay. All right.
But he is a gospel musician.
And that is
He
why
is singing the word of God to us.
so he doesn't have to
So
dress that
just
way.
as if a pastor is to dress in that way, we will consider it
Okay.
as indecent and not embrace it.
Okay.
It's the same thing.
Okay. So you will come back. We'll come back to that
Okay.
story. Let's move on to the other one. The next story says gospel singer Kofi Owusu-Dua, popularly known as Koda, is dead. Speaking to Graphic Showbiz on Sunday afternoon, gospel musician Ni Okai, a very close friend of Koda, said, "I wish I could tell you another thing, but that's the truth. Koda is dead." He said it was quite shocking to him considering that Koda was doing very fine after going through treatment. Koda celebrated for his uplifting melodies and soulful compositions, was not just a singer, but a producer who left the indelible mark on the Ghanaian music scene with his hits like Isempi, Inkwambodo, forgive me, Inkwambodo, Yape, and Adoso. To his credit, his music resonated deeply with audiences, inspiring hope and faith. Oh, in fact, Koda, we asked, how should we say this? It's so sad, it's heartbreaking, but in all, we say heaven gained another beautiful soul. In fact, another angelic voice to join the angels to sing to God. So that is sad one there. Let's move on to the next story. Moving on to the next story, Shut Up Movement apologizes to Ghana Society of the Physically Disabled after backlash. A letter addressed to the GSPD signed by Shatawale's manager Samuel Atobi Ba and the Melissa Melissa Hitmaker had no intention of making fun of a belittling persons with disability. This is what Sammy Flex said. It was not our intention to cause any harm, and we value the respect the contributions and rights of individuals with disabilities in our society, he wrote. Sammy Flex said that Shatter Movement is committed to promoting inclusivity and understanding. And this is the last thing he said. We will strive to be more mindful of our words and actions in the future. Thank you for bringing this to our attention, and we appreciate your understanding, he added. So this is Shatawale
His management.
yeah, his management sending a letter out because days or few weeks ago, there was a story where he was trying to walk like a disabled man, and that felt like an insult to the society of the disabled people. So this is a message to uh the disabled
community.
exactly. So to understand that it wasn't his intention to maybe
mock
belittle
them.
them, to mock them, but rather maybe he was just doing it for fun.
Fun, yeah.
But that is not how everyone saw it. So, but I want you to tell me, you know, this is about Rand in the first place. Do you think that it was right for him to do that? Okay. In the second place, do you think that it was necessary for that apology to come out?
So I think at the end of their submission, they said that it wasn't their intention to mock them.
Yeah.
It was just a misunderstanding or
Misunderstanding.
misinterpretation.
Yes.
Sorry. So since it wasn't their intention to do anything of that sort, you see, Shatawale is one person. He, I think
We can say he's a comedian.
he's a comedian,
He
kind
has
of
a good sense of humor.
Humor,
yeah.
yes.
If you follow him on TikTok like this, you'll be seeing him making some funny
Lots of
videos,
sauce
and
and
also it wasn't intentional. We can put it like that. But then since we misinterpreted it,
Yes.
and then we are deriving a different meaning from it, then it becomes necessary that his management brings out an apology letter to apologize for his actions.
That is true. And also looking at that, we should also know that when you are doing something, you should know what you are doing. You don't just get up and do anything.
I agree.
Fine, it's for fun, but you should have thought about it. What I'm going to do, is it going to affect anyone around me? Is it going to bring issues later on? If not, then
Yeah.
you go ahead. If it is just is going to bring issues, then you should be able to, take a step back on that. So moving on to the last story we have on entertainment. A viral video of King Promise supposedly getting married. While the video, which shows that the Terminator hitmaker had started traditional marriage today, Graphic Showbiz can't confirm if indeed the videos making rounds on social media platforms is indeed real marriage ceremony. With a number of popular celebrities such as Sarkodie, Joy B, Dance God, Ifya Odo, and King Paluta, they were all spotted in the video. But then there is a twist, uh, and that is what is perhaps a story more light on the marriage saga. In a series of posts on social media, um, Kim Promise said that he's just living his life. If anything happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So, meaning he is not in a relationship. They asked him, he said no, he's not dating. So, there is a whole issue going on here.
Mm.
Okay. Now, supposedly everyone is saying he's getting married, and then supposedly people are saying it's music video. Now let's look at this thing musicians do. Okay, there is something they do. They bring up a whole story to make it look like it is going to be, let's say, a song, or it is really marriage. What do you think they're trying to do over here? Is it to promote something, or is it to promote your brand, or is just for the fun of it?
It's just the hype. That's how I see it. So that their names will be on in their system for quite some time. So if it's to be that is a music video, so it means they are finding ways of promoting the song.
Mm-hmm.
So once the music video is out, everyone wants to watch because I heard he got married and then I heard it's a music video. So if the music video is out, let me
Yeah.
just go and watch. So his name will be in the system for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
So it can be a music video though, because in the video I didn't see anything like family members, and
Exactly.
even the bride, her face wasn't even showing to
So
some
we can say it's a
extent.
strategy all these
Well,
musicians use.
it
Mm-hmm.
could be, and it could also be marriage too, for all we know. Because some of these celebrities like to keep certain things on the low. They like to
Yeah.
keep it private, and this won't be the first time a celebrity will probably deny being in a relationship,
Sure.
and the next minute
Mhm.
you see
Get
them
married.
get married. So it could be anything. Let's just keep our fingers crossed.
Okay. All right. So let's go for a quick breather. When we return, we'll bring you more stories, and Fedra Owusu Yewa will do us that favor. Come back from that break. Okay, so Hello Monica is coming up, but I'll allow Fedra to take us through.
So hello Monica stage play is coming up at the ATU auditorium on Wednesday 1st May 2024.
I
It's
will be
just a
there.
few days
I will be
away,
there.
yeah. It's featuring the legendary Clemento Suarez, Frida Precious,
Mm-hmm.
Seiram,
Mm-hmm.
and Jeffrey Ajese, and many other people.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm only hoping that everyone will be present.
Mm.
The tickets are selling at 50 cedis for students and 100 cedis for non-students.
Okay.
See you there.
See you there. So Fedra, what does you have for us on what is trending on campus?
What is trending? There are lots of things trending on campus. The international, sorry, the most anticipated Women's Week celebration is coming up very soon.
Empower Hair.
Empower Hair, yeah, you've seen that,
I think
right?
I saw that.
Yeah, and then the part-time week celebration is also coming up soon. And May Day Health Walk by ATU Management is also coming out on. It's also coming up on Wednesday, 1st May. We all meet on campus and leave at exactly 6 a.m. Join us as we walk from Sansam Water Factory to ATU in Pemihuasem campus. Just have you been there
I've
before?
never been there
Quite
So this is the chance to
to go
go
and know.
and at least see the other ACU
Wait,
campus.
are we going to? No, let's go. So say the
So
whole
we
thing
all
again.
meet on campus,
Mm-hmm.
and a bus will convey us to Sansam Water Factory,
Mm-hmm.
and we walk from there to ATU in Penhuasem
I
campus.
see.
Which
So
part
this
of the campus is in Pemewase?
uh,
Because I've not really heard.
You know, yeah.
I've heard of it, but I've never been there before. It's
Mhm.
Okay,
another
so I think
campus
it's an opportunity
For us
for
to
us
go
to.
there. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, let's go. You have more for us.
Oh, that is for
What about
now.
the
And the departmental week celebrations are
Mm-hmm.
also coming up. HCIM departmental week is coming.
Okay,
And Face of HCIM is coming. PR week celebration
it's
is also
coming. And
coming.
what about the part
It's
time?
like, yeah, part-time week celebration. I've already made mention of that.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't wait to witness that because since I gained admission here, I've not seen anything like that before.
Wait, part-time week celebration.
Celebration, yes.
Is it for the part-time
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 students?
students,
students,
yes.
Oh
yes.
wow,
Because
that's
mostly
interesting.
part-time students complain that they are more or less not part of the school
Of this
because they just come to school
because they
and
are evening most
straight
of our
from
evening
work they
students and all
leave,
that.
yeah. So they don't really get to involve themselves in things on
I
campus.
want to understand. Part-time week. So are they going to host their programs in the evening since they are not
I have
available?
no idea.
Well,
But I can't wait to witness that as well.
Okay, so
hmm.
Sandra, do you have something for us?
Well, on Jackie's story, I learned she made mention that she's the only musician her father recognizes. And in recent times, we heard that her sister, and maybe probably a half sister, is also up and coming. But her father hasn't really recognized her as a musician yet. So we know of her sister, but we don't really know what's going on there. So we are still keeping our fingers crossed on that. So probably more would come up on that. So we throw more light on that too as well.
Wow. No, I'm getting confused. Half sister.
Hmm.
What do you mean half sister? Doesn't mean
To be honest, we don't really know whether we know it's a sister,
Mhm.
but the man didn't really throw more lights because apparently in an interview with Nana Mama Brown, he didn't want to delve deeper into his family issues to mention the number of kids he has
yes or
or
something.
yes. So he didn't go deep into that. So
Okay.
we also won't be able to tell. So yes, I think we still need to keep our
So keep
fingers
it.
crossed
Yeah, so we keep
for
our
that.
fingers crossed for the actual
Yeah.
thing to come out. Okay, and also happy birthday in advance to Bride Wache, our only newscaster here on ATUT. Bride Wache, happy birthday in advance. We are wishing you all the best. And oh, we'll be here waiting for our birthday gifts. I mean, we are not bringing you gifts. I mean, we'll be waiting for our
Maybe
birthday gifts.
our viewers will bring in gifts for him.
Yeah, our viewers, right?
Yeah.
So everyone, you can send your gifts. I
Yeah.
am the one keeping the gift here, so you can bring it to
But
me.
Shasha, you know, he's one of the most hardworking people in the studio.
Fedra, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do
He's
that.
a hardworking person, to
Mm-hmm.
be told. He's a
Yeah,
dedicated and committed person as well.
as
So
well.
we wish him all the best in all his endeavors.
In all his endeavors. Right, all the best. And thank you all so much for watching Campus Catalyst. But before we go, Fedra, do you have anything to say before we go? You have your last
Hello,
words
Monica Stage Play
again.
is coming up on Wednesday, 1st May 2024. Come and witness a performance by the legendary Clemento Suarez, Frida Precious, and many more actors. It's a stage play, so you get the chance to sit down and watch them. And that day is a holiday,
It's a holiday,
so I'm
so
not sure a lot of
everyone
people will
should
be
come.
going anywhere. So you just come, you get your tickets. It's 50 cedis for students and 100 cedis for non-students.
Okay, so who is the mastermind behind this story? Behind this
Is an Anthony Ajete stage play.
Ajite or
Yeah,
Ayet?
it's Anthony Ajete
I,
stage play, right? Sorry.
okay. So yes, so we'll be expecting all of you on 1st
May.
May 2024 on Accra Technical University campus in the auditorium. Sandra, do you have anything to
No,
say?
I think that'll be that for
Are you
today.
sure you
Yes,
don't
and
have?
thanks for having me on your show. I
Oh,
had
you're
fun.
welcome. You're welcome. Well, you're welcome. And do you have any shout outs to give before we go?
Oh, shout out to the studio crew members. I see the efforts they put in. It's really a lot of work, so I appreciate it.
You appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
that's so nice of you to say.
And then
That's,
my shout out goes to our lovely viewers for always watching us.
that's true. That's true. Thank you, all our lovely viewers, and thank you, Accra Technical University, for sponsoring this program. So, thank you all for watching. My name is Theodosia Agbovi, and we'll see you same time next week.